Hi everyone. Today I'm going to teach you how to make pav. Now pav is a bread that we make in India. It's usually found in places like Mumbai, very famous there. And the best combination that I have known is keema matar and pav. So today I'm going to teach you how to make my version of the same. So I've taken a 1 cup measure. In that I'm measuring 1 and 1/4 cup of warm milk. Now the milk has to be warm. I roughly heat it for about 30 seconds in the microwave. So to this warm milk, we will add 1 tablespoon of active dry yeast. Now you could have added it directly to the flour, but I generally make it this way. I've also added 2 tablespoons of sugar. Now you don't mix it or touch it at this time. So I'm just showing you what is the active dry yeast that I use. You can get this online as well. I just let it sit for almost 25 minutes without touching it, and the yeast is beginning to ferment. Now after 25 minutes I'll just show you. See, look at all the bubbles. If it's done this way, it means that the yeast is activated. Now in another bowl, I'll take 3 cups of flour or maida. Now to this, I will add 1 teaspoon of salt. Take the flour, and to that you add the milk which has the yeast in it. Mix it well. It should take you about 5 to 10 minutes to actually mix it. You can use both your hands because I think it's definitely easier. But as you go, slowly the flour and the milk will get mixed well, and it will start coming off the platform on which you're working. I'm using a silicone platform because it's very easy to work on that. So once you've brought it all together, you mix it well. I'm giving it a nice mix and forming a dough till the stickiness goes, and then you keep it in a bowl and keep the bowl outside in the sun. Before you do that, you can wrap it with a cling film. The dough will definitely double in size. You can see that I've kept it out for about an hour, and I'm taking it out after an hour. Just look at it. The dough has increased in size. It's still not over. We have to do some more work. You just see how it is when I put my finger inside. The dough will slowly move out. Now you again take it, and to this you roughly add about 20 grams of butter. Now is when you actually have to start working the dough. So this is after some 15-20 minutes. I'm still working on it. So this is what I do generally. Keep mixing it for 15-20 minutes. Only then you will get a really nice and soft dough. The butter is completely mixed with the dough now. There you go. I finally make a ball out of it. And I take a bowl, this time a larger bowl, and I'll butter it up. So I'm coating it completely with butter. And you will see that after 3 hours or so, I've left it outside for 3 hours. See how soft it has become. I'm going to cut it into equal parts approximately. So once you've cut them all, you can make little balls from them. Butter coat a tray and then place these balls. You can see that after another half an hour of keeping them aside, they would have doubled in size again. Now it's ready to go into the oven. Now before it goes into the oven, take about 3 teaspoons of milk and 1 egg and beat them both together. You can just use plain milk if you don't want to use egg. And then give it a nice coat. Now we're giving it a coat so that it can turn brown on the top. At this stage, preheat your oven at 200 degrees for 15 minutes. You can now bake the pav for 25 minutes. Once it is ready and you take it out, coat it with some butter. I'm going to show you how it looks. Just look at that. It's really soft. It's just out of the oven now. Just look at that. Beautiful. One more time. Yum. So I have my keema ready and I have buttered my pav and I've toasted it on one side. And I hope you would definitely look at the recipe for keema butter as well and make it along with your pav. Happy cooking and happy eating.